Welcome to Learn Golf with Cassie. Cassie's not here for a couple more weeks. We've seen her on the channel a couple of times now this year, which is great. Today I'm going to be working on my own game. If you've been watching the videos, I've been rehabbing a tennis elbow strain which has been with me for a year now. I'm starting to come out the other end, but I've just discovered whilst playing that my irons have lost a little bit of the impact and distance. So today I'm going to try and get myself back to what my normal distances are, and so that would be with an 8 iron carry 145, 7 iron 155, 6 iron 165, and 5 iron 175. I'm going to put these onto the Raposodo Launch Monitor, see where we are at the beginning, and then introduce what I'm going to be doing to try to work on improving them. And hopefully that is something that you could use as well. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so if we look at the bottom of the data here, I took 2 shots with each club, starting with the 8, 7, 6 and 5, and so for the 8 iron I'm expecting 145 carry, rolling out about 150 or so, and I was going just over 135. Very similar data there, so consistently doing the same thing. So 8 iron, 7 iron were pretty much the same. 6 iron, a little bit faster swing speed as you'd expect, club speed as you'd expect with a longer club. Still, I'm expecting 165, and I was about nearly 20 yards below that. And then finally the 5 iron, expecting 175, and again I was about 20 yards below. So you can see I've lost a lot at the longer end of the clubs, 6 iron, 5 iron. In fact, really only the 8 iron was anything decent. We'll have a look at me. I'm a bit sweaty now. I've done all the data. The numbers, as you'll see, are back to where they should be. Took a little bit of work to get my body working in the way that it needed to, but I'm going to show you right now what I did. So, what did I do to get my distances back? Well, for one, I sweated a lot and worked really hard, but there was 2 key things that were in my mind the reason why it wasn't working as normal. And I've done videos on these before, but one was making sure that I didn't go, I meant to drop the hands a little bit down to here so I could really accelerate from the speed slot. We've done videos about the speed slot, but I was kind of up here and going a bit early, knowing that I was in the slot, so I couldn't really go for it because I knew the ball would go all over the place. So the first one is going back, dropping the hands first into the slot, and then just rotating on the left, which brings us to the second thing, which is the magic move. This left heel is my magic move. So I was not really putting any speed or transfer of weight and rotation into this side, so I was trying to get round a little bit more. And for me, it's a good move, this one, we've had a video on this as well, it's getting that, as you go on the backswing, you rotate, that left heel picks up, just goes up a little bit, and then you slam it down as you drop the hand. So this is a move together, and then you can really go and you're just bang and pushing away, and then you can really speed through. So it's that move down into the left heel, the magic move, which ends the swing and brings it down into that speed slot, and then you can just really go for it. Okay. If you don't get into that position, your brain knows there's not going to be a great strike and it's going to go left and right. So you need to get that into the speed slot, and you can really slam that foot down and go round the corner. So I can really accelerate once I get to here. That was an 8 iron. This is the 7 iron. So it's dropping, putting that foot down, getting that magic move, and then going round. Then nice and easy, relaxed. And now I can really release. The club's not twisting, the ball's going straight. So I started with the 8 iron and did some work that I've just explained to you on video. Getting the hands dropping a little bit down into the speed slot, then really taking that magic move into my left heel, pushing away and letting the club really release through the slot, and I can be aggressive at that point. So the carries, I was starting to get there up around the 140s after 4 or 5 shots, and I did actually manage to get up to 149, and that was with slightly faster club speed. So I got to 86 with club speed with an 8 iron. So that's where I'm hoping to get to. Let's see the 7 iron. 7 iron actually, because I just worked through the 8 iron doing the same thing, I was pretty consistent. I mean, exactly the same, exactly the same there. I did manage to get it up to 155, which was the number that I was kind of expecting, and I got there a couple of times, and in fact one absolute rocket ball. Seemed like a bit of an outlier, but I did hit that one very well. The work was starting to pay dividends. So we move into the 6 iron. I'm looking for 165. At least I'm in the mid 150s now, and then started to get nearer 160 at the end there, and then moved up into the 5 iron. Just pleasing, the LW actually was the 5 iron continued, and as I got to the 5 iron, I found it difficult initially to get above 160, but then as I kept working on the 2 things that I mentioned, I was getting up there to 165, total 173. I feel like I was probably 5 or so yards off what I would want to be. Okay, so then at the very end, I took 1 shot with each club. I need to hit the shot on the course. I only get 1 swing. What would it get to? And you can see the 8 iron was pretty much nearly at my 145 expectation. A little bit pushed to the right though. The 7 iron, 10 yards more, which is again much more close to what I would expect. I would still feel like I'm 2 or 3 yards below that, my expectation. 6 iron up to 160. Again, 4 or 5 yards short of my expectation. And then the 5 iron up to 167. And the very final shot, I did actually hit I took 1 final shot with the 5 iron and did actually carry it the 181 that I was thinking is my top numbers. So, upshot is I did get almost back to where my anticipation was of where I should be hitting my carries, which is good news, and it's 20 more yards on this 5 and 6 iron, so pretty happy with that. Okay, so really just 2 moves, and these are both things that I've taught before. We've done videos, check the links below for these videos. One is the dropping the hands before you go, getting into the speed slot, And the second one is that magic move into the left heel, boom, and then you can go. You can get around that corner as hard as you want because the ball will go straight and the club's not going to flip. It's going to stay right behind and impact will be great and flying up there really well. So it took me a lot of swings to get that feeling back. When I had my bad arm, I didn't feel comfortable or confident to actually make that move. So I was kind of just, I wouldn't say dollying it up there, but I was not giving it a great body move. With the work we've done on connecting the chest and getting the chest round, those three things together really make a difference for your strike, ball striking, distance and direction. So give that a try. Give us a thumbs up, hit that like button and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.